Good morning, students. Myself Yogesh Singh, science teacher at ISL Monity, Dhanbad. In the previous classes, we have studied about the various steps of crop production. This includes preparation of soil, sowing, and addition of fertilizers and manures. In this class, we will discuss about the two different steps. Okay, the fourth one, that is irrigation. Now the definition of irrigation goes like this: the supply of water to the crops at different intervals of time. Like all living organisms, crops also needs water, and approximately 90% of the plant consists of water. Okay, it constitutes about 90% of the plants. So water is required at regular intervals to the plants. Okay, water helps in the growth of plants. It prevents wilting of the plants. It also helps in germination as well as entire growth of the plant. That is right from sowing to its ripening. Okay, so therefore water is very essential for plants. So water need to be supplied to the plants at regular intervals of time. That depends upon the climatic conditions. Okay, now irrigation can be done either by the traditional method or by modern method. Now in traditional method, what happens? It is basically done with labor intensive, that is labor of human or animal. So this includes modes of pulley system, that means pulling of water from the well, okay, by using manual way. Okay, this is very much similar to pulling of water in well. Okay, chain pump is attached to the well and it is being pulled to supply water to the crops. Now dhekli is a kind of device in which a bucket is tied over a long stick, and it has been put into the well, and it has been pulled from the upper side by applying manual force, and water is pulled, and then this water is supplied to the crop plant. Okay. The rahat or lever system, in which what happens, the lever is attached to the one side is attached to an animal like bullock and one end to a bucket. Okay, so when it moves, it helps in pulling the water through the well, and water is then supplied through the canals. Okay, now modern method includes sprinkler. Okay, the sprinkler consists of a perpendicular pipe with rotating nozzles at its top. Okay, at its top portion. This continuously rotates and sprays water in the fields. This method of irrigation is very efficient and suitable for uneven croplands. Okay, so this is the modern method, that is sprinkler method. Drip irrigation is the most modern kind of irrigation. In this kind of irrigation, what happens? Water is supplied directly to the roots, so that the minimum loss of water takes place during irrigation. In the traditional method, what happens? Approximately 70 to 80% water is lost by the process of evaporation, because it is just introduced over the soil. But in drip irrigation, what happens? A channel of a network of pipes is being supplied just at the root of the plants. Now this provides water to the root, and approximately 70% of water has been saved by this method. Okay, so this is the modern method. These are sprinkler system. Drip irrigation are the more advanced kind of method, in which there is no manual or labor intensive either of farmers or the animals concerned. In this method, what happens? Very efficiently irrigation can take place over large area. Okay, so irrigation is very much essential right from sowing up to the period of maturation of the crops. Therefore, we need regular intervals of irrigation. So now irrigation can be supplied either through well, ponds, rivers or canal system. Okay, now in our country, as we are highly incumbent on monsoon for crop production, we need modern methods of irrigation, or some or you can say some what is innovative method of irrigation. So how can we actually achieve it? By using, so we have to reduce our incumbency on monsoon by using modern methods. Okay, canal system is also being provided in some areas like the what is some villages in which water is supplied from the river to a distant places through a canal. So by this method, what you can say, if the by developing irrigation, the productivity can be enhanced. So productivity is what you can say mainly depends upon irrigation. The most important factor is irrigation. Okay, so even crop production can be done at deserts places if there is a proper what you can say availability of irrigational what you can say infrastructure. If there is proper availability of irrigation infrastructure, crops can be grown on any part of the world. Okay, so irrigation is very important, especially with relevance to India. Okay, now moving to the fifth step of crop production. Moving to the fifth step of crop production, and the fifth step of crop production is protection from weeds. Protection from weeds. This is the fifth method, and it includes protection from weeds. So we will try to understand what are weeds. So weeds are actually unwanted plants that grows along with the crops. Now these what you can say weeds which are unwanted plants which are also known as wild plant. Now as we know, we have studied in what you can say when we are discussing about fertilizers and manures that the crop need also different kinds of macro and micronutrients. As these weeds are the wild plants and they grow rapidly, so therefore there will be a competition between the crops and the weeds for procurement of the nutrition from the soil. As a result of which, since weeds are wild and they absorb rapidly the nutrients from the soil, most of the nutrients are absorbed by the weeds, and plant growth or the crop production is hampered. So we need to protect the crops from weeds. Okay, unless we protect it from weeds, we cannot what you can say get a good supply of crops, good productivity of crops. So what is the way out? Either we have to remove this manually, or using a hoe, which is a traditional control device, or applying what you can say weedicides, some chemicals like 2,4-D is being sprayed over the weeds, and it becomes what you can say eventually it becomes dead. Another method that can be applied by using pests which have the main food of weeds. Now these pests are some sorts of insects which eats on the sacs of the weeds, and eventually what will happen, the weed will droop and ultimately die. So weeds, let us define weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants. Weeds are unwanted plants. Unwanted plants. Okay, which grows along with the crops. Now example of weeds will be many example like dhoob grass, which is called dhoob grass in Hindi, or it is also known as cynodon, or we should write it cynodon rather than cynodon or grass. Then Chenopodium, these are some of the examples of weeds. And protection of weeds is very necessary because mostly plant productivity is hampered due to weeds. Okay, if you are adding fertilizers or manures, it will of no use because most of them are being used by the weeds, as a result of which crop productivity will be hampered. So there is a need to remove the weeds either manually or by applying chemicals or by introduction of pest whose main food is the weeds. So these are some of the methods by which we can protect the crops from weeds. Okay. Now the next topic will be harvesting. Okay. Next topic will be harvesting. Harvesting. Now in this method, after a fixed interval of time, say 3 or 4 months, the plants ripens and it need to be cut. Okay. So harvesting is basically cutting of the crops after their maturation. Okay. This includes both the traditional practices and modern practices. This topic we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.